let's be honest. When you think of Pisces, you probably picture a gentle dreamer, lost in a fantasy world. But that's like looking at the ocean's surface and claiming you understand its depths. Beneath that softness lies a quiet intensity, a profound wisdom, and a heart that feels a universe of things most of us can't even grasp. In this video, we're going beyond the cliches. We are going to decode the 21 hidden powers that make Pisces truly unmatched. Some of these will warm your heart, others will leave you speechless, and one of them, especially number 2, might just change how you see this sign forever. I'm Anya Sage, a psychological astrologer, and my work is to translate this ancient wisdom into a clear map for our modern lives. Before we dive in, feel free to share your zodiac sign and birth date in the comments. I love seeing who is on this journey with me. Now, let's get to the heart of it. We all know Pisces are deeply empathetic, right? But what if their greatest power isn't their softness, but something far more potent? That second power I mentioned earlier. It's not just about creativity in the way we usually think of it. It's their fundamental way of processing the universe, of giving a voice to the emotions that others can't even name. And I promise you, by the end of this journey, you will see exactly why this makes them so formidable. To understand that, though, we must first dive beneath the surface, into the deep, mysterious inner world where all their power originates. So let's take that dive. But I must warn you, exploring a Pisces is not like exploring a cave or a mountain. It's like exploring an ocean. This is the first secret to their power, the mystery. On the surface, you see the sun-dappled shallows, the gentle, sparkling waves of their charm and kindness. It's beautiful, inviting and easy to love, but that's just the surface. What most people never see, what they never dare to explore, are the depths, abyssal trenches of ancient wisdom, hidden grottos of unspoken feeling, and powerful, unseen currents of intuition that run miles below the surface. A Pisces doesn't give you a map. They invite you to learn how to swim. To discover them is to embark on a journey into a dream that never truly ends, because there is always another layer, another depth to uncover. They rarely reveal the entirety of this world to anyone, not because they are deceptive, but because their inner landscape is so vast, so alive, it cannot be summarized. It must be experienced. Now, what is the water of this ocean? It is their single most defining trait: deep sensitivity. This is their superpower. Understand this, and you understand everything. Pisces are emotional sponges, but that metaphor is too simple. It's more accurate to say they possess a kind of spiritual antenna, constantly tuned to the frequencies of the world around them. They don't just notice when the mood in a room shifts. They feel it in their own bodies as a change in pressure. They don't just sympathize with your pain. They absorb a fraction of it into their own emotional bloodstream. This isn't a flaw. It isn't overreacting. It is their primary instrument for perceiving reality. While others see the world in black and white facts, Pisces experiences it in a million shades of emotional color. It is the very source of their legendary empathy, their creativity, and their profound wisdom. But here is the strategic paradox of being an ocean. What happens when the world goes quiet? What happens in solitude? For a Pisces, being alone means being alone with everything. Every thought, every absorbed emotion, every whisper on their spiritual antenna. The gentle currents can become a chaotic storm. This is why they have such a deep-seated need for company. Don't mistake this for weakness or codependence. It is a brilliant strategic necessity. The presence of another person, especially a trusted one, acts as an anchor. It grounds their boundless inner world to a fixed point in reality. Connection keeps them balanced. It gives their flowing energy a shoreline to return to. Without that human connection, they risk being swept away by the sheer scale of their own feelings. For them, being with people isn't just a preference, it's what keeps them whole. And because their system is so finely tuned, they become masters of intuitive navigation. This brings us to their fourth core trait. They are drawn to positive and uplifting people. This isn't a conscious choice as much as it is a survival instinct. As an emotional sponge, a Pisces can't afford to linger in toxic environments. Negativity, cynicism, and cruelty are not just unpleasant opinions to them. They are like a pollutant, a dissonant noise that throws their entire system into chaos. You will notice they don't often confront negativity head-on. Instead, they will quietly, almost imperceptibly, distance themselves. They will swim away. Conversely, they gravitate towards joy, creativity, kindness, and authenticity, with an almost magnetic pull. These things are not just nice. They are nourishment. They are the warm, clear currents that restore their energy and protect their peace. It is the ultimate act of self-preservation, ensuring their oceanic soul remains a place of life, not a graveyard of absorbed sorrows. But this raises a critical, strategic question. A soul that requires such specific conditions to thrive. What happens when it leaves the sanctuary of those warm, clear currents and meets the reality of our demanding, high-pressure world? What happens when water meets fire? This is where we encounter the great test of Pisces, and it begins with their 17th power, which many mistake for a fatal flaw. They struggle profoundly with demands. Understand this: it is not laziness. It's a fundamental conflict in operating systems. A Pisces navigates the world through feeling, intuition, and flow. Rigid expectations, micromanagement, and relentless pressure are like a dissonant, jagged frequency sent into their finely tuned system. The result isn't defiance, it's a system crash. They shut down, they retreat into their oceanic depths, not to hide, but to reboot, to find their own current again. There is no better case study for this than their infamous dynamic with Aquarius. This isn't about good or bad. It's a textbook clash of elemental logic. Pisces offers the ocean of the soul. Aquarius arrives with a spectrometer to analyze the water's composition. Pisces needs to feel the connection. Aquarius needs to understand the concept. When Pisces presents its deep, vulnerable emotional core, the detached intellectual analysis of Aquarius feels like a violation, an invalidation. It's the emotional absence that triggers the shutdown. So let's be perfectly clear. This is not a weakness. It's a diagnostic tool. The struggle is not with hardship itself, but with the cold, empty soullessness of a demand. And this is the key that unlocks everything. It's why the world gets them so wrong. Because when a Pisces faces not empty pressure, but real emotionally charged adversity, that is when the unbreakable core is revealed. And here it is, the steel wrapped in velvet, the quiet storm that rages behind those deep, knowing eyes. This is the part everyone misunderstands, because they are looking for a loud declaration of strength, a roar. But a Pisces power isn't a roar. It's a profound, unshakable certainty, and the only way you will ever get to witness it is to first earn their trust. This isn't about telling them your secrets. It's about showing them your soul. They don't trust words. They trust energy. They trust vulnerability. When you show them your cracks, your fears, your own humanity without agenda, you are speaking their language. Only then do they grant you access to the fortress within. And it is a fortress. Nowhere is this more evident than in the Pisces woman. She is the ultimate paradox. The world sees a flower, delicate and easily swayed. And she allows them to see that because it's an excellent filter. But inside, she is unbreakable. She knows her value down to the last decimal point, and it's a currency that has nothing to do with money, status, or ego. You cannot buy her. You cannot impress her with achievements. You can only meet her on the level of the soul. She has an inner knowing, a quiet dignity that cannot be conquered, only respected. And how does she forge this strength? Through hardship. This is their secret weapon. When things go wrong, when a crisis hits, a Pisces doesn't just see the problem, they see the truth. Mistakes for them are not failures. They are diagnostic tools. They watch silently as the pressure reveals everyone's true character. Who runs? Who blames? Who steps up? Adversity is their lie detector, and it is ruthlessly accurate. It's how they quietly edit their circle, trimming away the disloyal and the weak of heart without ever having to say a word. This is why they have a deep, passionate hunger for a real challenge. Not the empty, bureaucratic demands we talked about. Those are soul-draining, but a true challenge, a creative problem, a deep injustice, a mission that requires heart and soul. That ignites them. It gives their vast emotional energy a direction, a purpose. They are not passive dreamers floating down a river. They are the river itself, capable of carving canyons when driven by a powerful current. And it is this unbreakable core, this quiet, resilient strength, forged in the fire of emotional truth, that makes them the most profound and unmatched lovers in the Zodiac. Because their love is not a flimsy, fair-weather thing. It is an extension of their fortress. When a Pisces commits to you, their loyalty is absolute. It's non-negotiable. It is not a promise. It is a law of their nature. They don't just love you. They absorb you into their world. Your wins are their wins. Your pain is their pain. They will defend you with a ferocity that will stun people who only know their gentle side. But this loyalty is a two-way street. They give it unconditionally, and they expect it back with the same totality. Betrayal is not just an act. It is a spiritual violation. It is a negation of the universe they built around you. To fall in love with a Pisces is to sign up for a masterclass in romance. It's a magical, dizzying, dreamlike experience. They don't just plan dates. They craft universes for you to inhabit for an evening. They remember the song that was playing on your first date, the way you looked in the light, the throwaway comment you made about a childhood dream. And they will weave these threads into the tapestry of your life together. But loving them means being ready for the emotional waves. Their feelings run as deep as the ocean, and the tide will come in and out. Patience is the price of admission to this breathtaking world. If you can't ride the waves, you don't deserve the treasure at the bottom of their ocean. And that treasure is a connection that transcends the physical. Intimacy with a Pisces is an art form. They are sensual, experienced, and deeply intuitive lovers. But for them, the act is never just physical. It is an emotional exchange. It's a conversation happening on a plane beyond words. It is where their soul checks in with your soul. And that is why a kiss from a Pisces is not something you forget. It's not about technique. It's about transference. They leave a mark not on your lips, but on your spirit. They kiss you with their entire history, their entire ocean of feeling. And in that moment, you are the only two people in the universe. Which brings us to the final revelation, the one we teased at the very beginning. The master key that unlocks their resilience, their romantic genius, their empathy, their very soul. Point number 2, their ultimate unmatchable power is their ability to express a universe of emotion without using words. It is their creative expression. This is not a hobby. This is their primary language. When they are overwhelmed by the world's pain or their own, they don't just shut down, they channel it. They pick up a paintbrush, a guitar, a pen. They dance. They create. This is how they process the immense, unfiltered data that their sensitivity absorbs every single second. It's how they turn pain into beauty, chaos into harmony, and loneliness into a song that makes thousands of people feel understood. Their romance isn't just a set of actions. It's fueled by this creative fire. Their empathy isn't just a feeling. It's the raw material for their art. This is their survival mechanism, their gift to the world, and the true source of their quiet, unbreakable power. And yet, beyond all this profound internal alchemy, this turning of pain into art, the most immediate proof of their power is something far simpler. Something you can feel in the air the moment they walk into a room. I'm talking about point 18, the simple, unfiltered joy they bring. When a Pisces is genuinely happy, their mood isn't just contained within them, it radiates. It's like you've been sitting in a cold, dim room for hours without realizing it, and suddenly, someone throws open the curtains. That sudden warmth that hits your skin, that's them. You find yourself smiling for no reason. The knot in your stomach loosens. The weight of your own problems feels just a little bit lighter. Not because they've been solved, but because hope now feels closer. This isn't a performance. It's a generous, unconscious gift, a natural overflow of their spirit, because they are so deeply attuned to the emotional frequency of the universe. When their own frequency is set to joy, it has the power to recalibrate everyone around them. Their happiness is a healing presence, a quiet, generous light they share, often without even knowing it. It's their sunlight, and they offer it freely to the world. And that sunlight, that joy, that seemingly endless ocean of feeling, it all flows from a single, often misunderstood source. We've journeyed through 21 powers of Pisces, but this was never just a list. It was a deconstruction designed to lead us to one unshakable truth. That truth is rooted in the very first power we discussed: deep sensitivity. But I want you to see it differently now. It's not just one trait among many. It is the very engine of their being. Think of it as the central operating system from which everything else runs. It is this profound sensitivity that fuels their boundless creativity, allowing them to translate a universe of feeling into art. It is what powers their unbreakable loyalty and their capacity for a soul-deep connection. And in the greatest paradox of all, it is the foundation of their quiet, resilient strength. Their softness isn't the absence of armor, it is the armor. We live in a world that relentlessly shouts, "Be tough, be rational, don't be so emotional." But Pisces offers a powerful counter-narrative. They are living proof that true strength can be soft, that vulnerability is a gateway to connection, not a liability, and that to feel everything in a world that often feels nothing is not a flaw. It is a rare, beautiful, and desperately needed gift. It is their superpower. If this journey into the heart of Pisces resonated with you, or if you're lucky enough to have one in your life, show your support by hitting that like button. And if you're ready for more deep dives that go beyond the stereotypes, make sure you subscribe. We decode the stars here. We don't just read horoscopes. One last thing. In-depth, emotional analyses like this are sometimes flagged by the algorithm for being too sensitive. So if this resonated, share it with a Pisces you know. Let them see their strength before this might just disappear.